Paradise. Eclipses. Bukhari. Book 2. Volume 18. Hadith 161. Narrated Abdullah bin Abbas. The sun eclipsed in the life time of the Prophet P.B.U.H. Allah's apostle offered the eclipse prayer and stood for a long period equal to the period in which one could recite Surat al-Baqarah. Then he bowed for a long time and then stood up for a long period which was shorter than that of the first standing, then bowed again for a long time but for a shorter period than the first. Then he prostrated twice and then stood up for a long period which was shorter than that of the first standing. Then he bowed for a long time which was shorter than the previous one, and then he raised his head and stood up for a long period which was shorter than the first standing. Then he bowed for a long time which was shorter than the first bowing, and then prostrated twice and finished the prayer. By then, the sun eclipse had cleared. The Prophet then said, "The sun and the moon are two of the signs of Allah. They eclipse neither because of the death of somebody nor because of his life, that is birth. So when you see them, remember Allah." The people say, "O Allah's apostle, we saw you taking something from your place and then we saw you retreating." The Prophet replied, "I saw paradise and stretched my hands towards a bunch of its fruits, and had I taken it, you would have eaten from it as long as the world remains. I also saw the hell fire, and I had never seen such a horrible sight. I saw that most of the inhabitants were women." The people asked, "O Allah's apostle, why is it so?" The Prophet replied, "Because of their ungratefulness." It was asked whether they are ungrateful to Allah. The Prophet said, "They are ungrateful to their companions of life, husbands, and ungrateful to good deeds. If you are benevolent to one of them throughout the life, and if she sees anything undesirable in you, she will say, 'I have never had any good from you.'" Bukhari. Book 2. Volume 18. Hadith 162. Narrated Fatima bint al-Minhar. Asma bint al-Bakr said, "I came to Aisha, the wife of the Prophet P.B.U.H. during the solar eclipse. The people were standing and offering the prayer, and she was also praying too. I asked her, 'What has happened to the people?' She pointed out with her hand towards the sky and said, 'Subhanallah.' I said, 'Is there a sign?' She pointed out in the affirmative. Asma further said, 'I too then stood up for the prayer till I fainted and then poured water on my head.' When Allah's apostle had finished his prayer, he thanked and praised Allah and said, 'I have seen at this place of mine what I have never seen, even paradise and hell. No doubt, it has been inspired to me that you will be put to trial in the graves like or nearly like the trial of Masih ad-Dajjal. I do not know which one of the two.' Asma said, 'The angels will come to every one of you and will ask, "What do you know about this man, that is Muhammad?" The believer or a firm believer, "I do not know which word." Asma said, will reply, "He is Muhammad, Allah's apostle P.B.U.H. who came to us with clear evidences and guidance. So we accepted his teachings, believed and followed him." The angels will then say to him, "Sleep peacefully, as we knew surely that you were a firm believer." The hypocrite or doubtful person, "I do not know which word." Asma said, will say, "I do not know. I heard the people saying something, so I said it the same."